Hello and welcome, I'm Chris and this is the Hair Tutorial channel, and on this week's video I'm going to be showing you how to do a chunky money piece. Now these are a major feature on Instagram and Facebook, and traditionally back in the 90s we'd just take a triangle out at the front of the hair and bleach the whole triangle up to give you this big stripe. Well, I'm going to show you an updated version, so whether you want to blend it in softly to an existing balayage or whether you want to just make it a statement piece, I'll show you how I'm going to do it. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe and hit the notification button. If you're coming back, it's lovely to see you. So let's just do it. All we're going to do is done exactly the same on this side and this side as we're going to do in the nape of the neck. We're going to take a very thin slice, then another slice, then a baby light, and then a baby light, but we're going to tease the root. So now another fine slice. And now a baby light. And now finally our teased baby light. So we're going to take a slightly larger section on this, probably like an inch section, because we are going to tease it. Just one or two strokes. And then a nice fine weave. Okay, so as you can see, I've sectioned in front of the ear and I've sectioned out just where the hair begins to bend so that we can then do the hairline right at the front, which is the main money piece. So again, we're going to repeat exactly what we did at the back. We're going to do slice, slice, baby light, teased. Now, obviously you always have to work with your client's hairline, and this being a head block, I have a very straight hairline. So I am just going to put a couple of slices in that section just so that I can get the result that I want. So always work with what your client has, but obviously this being a block, it has a lot more hair and it's a lot more even in its placement. So now I've done that, I can just carry on with doing my two fine slices just along the hairline, then my baby light, and then my baby light tease. And then I'm going to repeat that on the other side, and then we get to the money piece, which is right at the front. Okay, so we've done the back and we've done the sides, and now it's time to come to the actual money piece. Now, I remember doing these back in the 90s. They were very popular, and if you go on YouTube, you will still see people on YouTube doing it the old way, which was basically just taking a triangle from the temples back to a point and colouring the whole section, which gives you more of a stripe, and it's not wrong. However, obviously we want to take it forward, we want to bring it into this new decade and update it and make it look a little bit more sophisticated. So we're not going to do it like that. We're actually going to do back diagonals, which then actually leaves a triangle here on the top of the head, and you'll see this as I do the sectioning, that falls over it and actually softens it. We're going to be carrying on doing our slice, slice, baby light, and then baby light with some back combing in it. So we're just copying exactly what we've already done around the rest of the head. And if you do want a head sheet, I'll link that below, so just follow the link and I'll send you a head sheet. Okay, so as you can see, we've gone to our center parting and our foils come right up to the temple. Again, depending on the person's hairline, you might have to slightly just adjust the foils So what we're going to do again is we're going to take a very fine slice at the front of the hair, but we're going slightly back diagonal. Again, the slice should be small enough that you can see through it. If you've taken too big a slice, again, it's just going to look like something out of a 90s girl band. So you can see there, or I don't know if you can on the camera, you can still see through to the eyebrow, okay? And that means that my slice is thin enough. Okay, so now we're going to take our second fine slice, and again, just nice and fine, okay, working sort of diagonal, and you can see that it matches in with our foil placement, so there's going to be no gap. And now a nice fine section for our baby light. Okay, and finally a larger section about an inch back diagonal, and this is going to be our weaved highlight or baby light. Okay, so we're all done, and now hopefully what you should be able to see is that I'm actually left with the triangle that way. So that means that when the hair falls over, it's going to diffuse the look of the front section, although it is still going to be a very chunky, very bold money piece. So now it's just time to let it process, rinse, and you see the final result.